Hello there, my gravy Timothy's, and welcome back to some Nostalgia November. Hey guys, this is you over here with your glorious neckbeard. Here's me giving you another taste of nostalgia. And today, of course, we are checking out Kaiserreich. Now, Kaiser Redux, we're just looking at some good old Kaiserreich. And I was actually debating on who to play because I've got an inkling to play everyone. I want to play the Union, I want to play Canada and bring back the UK, I want to play Free France, but I'm just thinking, what haven't we really shown on this channel? And I think one of the big nations that we have just never looked at, and if we have, it was a very long time ago, it's Japan. Now, I'm fairly certain there's not too much to do as Japan in Kaiserreich, but regardless, I kind of want to give them a go. And yes, before you tell me, I know that China just got big reworks a few months back at the start of the year or so, and I can't remember, and I should give them a go, but you know, there's something about Japan that's calling to me today. I think it might be him. I think he's infiltrating my mind. Okay, this is our focus tree. I don't know if this is everything or is just what we can see, but this is what we're gonna be working with. Now, I don't think Japan is too different from the base timeline of the world, other than, of course, not securing a few islands off the Germans in World War I. But what I do know is I've got a large navy and some imperial ambitions. I think what I want to aim for these three paths that we get through a decision of doing the National Security Act is go down military centralism and actually push Japan to a bit of what they went down historically. Okay, the May 15 incident has happened and the Prime Minister has fallen out of a window after drinking poison tea by accident. Okay, the National Security Act is trying to get through right now in our parliament, I assume, is not going to be able to get through, for I'm going a bit of a different direction. Oh, there you go. Kaiserreich drinking game right there. Every time you go into negative political power, take a shot. Well, good news for everybody who hates the government and government officials. They've all been thrown out. Bad news is they've been replaced with men with loads of guns. Good news is the coup has actually been counter-couped by an even more radical faction. Okay, we are now a military government, quite literally, under Hirohito. Wink, nudge, nudge. Definitely not the guys with the guns. Oh, and that didn't take us down the military middle path there. I thought that would, but we're actually with the Showa restoration now, which is fine. I think this will work for what I have planned. I only briefly looked at a guide for a second, so I don't know where this 100% leads, but I guess we'll find out. Finally, the Legation Council votes on removing the Belgians. Can we get this overall on everyone? Can we all get a little vote on this? Oh, so Transmore tried to break away for a second there. I forgot we actually have influence over them, but we have enforced our will, and they are now fully back to being our puppet. Oh, American Civil War's kicked off, and I could just seize Guam and claim even more. I mean, I guess, you know, while he ain't busy, he's looking away. Mind me, Uncle Sam, I'm just gonna rifle through your pockets where you've been punched in the face and you're on the floor. So if you can't tell, the government and everyone in it is all on board with my plan. Everyone has decided I am incredibly correct. The most correct man in Kaiserreich. And now that we've gone ahead and secured the politics of our country, it's time to secure the land and politics of other countries. Well, I went to seize the stuff off the Americans and they said no. I get a war goal. I'm not going to declare it though, but I guess we'll just keep it for now. Might come back for that later. Literally nobody is scared of me today. Good news, the Philippines didn't garrison this port. Okay, Philippines secured. And I guess there's no real need for us to own it directly. They got a bit of chromium, but that's nothing I need right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and get ourselves a little puppet going. Okay, we have done our Tokyo conference and everybody has aligned with us, which is great as our faction is about to get a lot more powerful, which we're definitely going to need, by the way, because we're about to invade China. I love looking for Kaiserreich focuses sometimes because it's like, hey, rapid arms expansion, gain 2 military factories. Unsurprisingly, I'm not really fighting the Chinese as much as I am fighting the Chinese supply. Okay, supply system dealt with. I have no idea what to do here, by the way. We have a few little alliances going on with these guys, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them or how that works. So I'm just going to take the land for myself and we'll see what Kaiserreich tells me to do. It may just call me cringe and make me release it all, which is actually definitely what's going to happen. I just don't know who it's going to be released to. Okay, and we're still fighting the Ma clique and the Xinjiang clique, which is fine. I don't reckon they're going to be as annoying. And it's actually kind of sad we're taking out the Ma clique because this guy absolutely balling. I politely asked the Germans for their colonial holdings and they said no, which was the wrong thing to do. And after we finished off China now, and it did go back to the Fengtian government, which I don't know if I get full control of, but they are pretty much influenced by me. And either way, they're my big Chinese friend and they're going to help me beat up the Germans. Okay, and first thing we're doing is kicking them out of their legation cities, and we'll move down to Southeast Asia and deal with that too. I'm kind of hoping they are, of course, a bit busy with whatever's going on in Europe right now to really send too much over here to stop me, which I was very surprising they even said no in the first place. Oh, okay, I kind of broke this. I think you were supposed to have puppeted Fengshan with the co-prosperity thing a while back, but because I haven't done that, yeah, now it's 564 factories because they own all of China. In comparison, other countries, well, the East Indies is currently 63. So I think we may have to just go ahead and just, you know, I don't like doing this, but it is Kaiserreich, and sometimes it gets a little bit wonky. I could be wrong completely, and you're not supposed to even get them as a puppet, but I could have sworn you were supposed to back in the day. But you know what? It's Kaiserreich. You can never know for sure. Okay, we're currently island hopping our way around all these German provinces currently, trying to get them to do the surrender event, which I do believe is in this. I don't think it's just a Kaiser Redux thing. I just need to control a whole bunch of their provinces. And there we go. The Germans have surrendered to us, which means we get a peace conference with the German East Asian colony, which is great because I really need aluminums and rubber. And after doing that, there you go, 52 decisions on what the hell to do with all this land. Now, if you can't tell, after cementing our control over Asia, I have a new direction. Now, you see, I could pick a fight with the Entente, finish them off, or even the Third International and take India out, but I think it's going to be easier to start with Russia. Say easier, it's going to be absolute hell getting over there and through Russia, but we'll give it a go. Well, you know, we might be going into India after all. We're actually justifying, I'm assuming, on Burma. So in Kaiserreich, the AI will actually declare on your puppets to stop you gaming them, but in this scenario, I don't think you really want to be at war with my puppets, Russia. Oh yeah, but here comes India. I already have a defense set up here, and I guess we're going to have to take them down too. Yeah, we're just digging in Burma for now. We're not going to attack just yet. We're going to wait for the Indians to get a little tired here. Pushing in Russia, though, has been no problem whatsoever. They've got pretty much no troops over here. I imagine they're, well, they've been just running into German front lines for the past 5 years, so I imagine there's not a lot of them. Here we are, just rolling on through, completely unopposed. I'm assuming they're going to bring some troops off the Western Front over here at some point, but at the moment, it's free reign. Okay, Russia's actually offering us peace, and I kind of might go ahead and accept that. We could go for a full, like, annexation on them, but because they've been fighting the Germans the whole time, we're going to have to share the peace conference, and I don't particularly want to make anyone over there any stronger than they already are, so I'll just dip out with Siberia, which also means we can now go ahead and focus on the biggest threat we have, which is the International. There we go. We can also transfer that land over to Transmore as well, and I'm assuming make them even more powerful. Now, we might go back in on the Russians a bit later, but for now, it's time to deal with India. It is looking like everything's pretty much stalemated over in Europe, but once I get through India, I'm not entirely sure of how I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna have to make a few friends over there, I reckon. Okay, we naval invaded Ceylon. We're gonna use this as our opening into India. I don't think I'm gonna push through Burma because it ain't looking too fun over there. Alright, landing achieved. It might be best to do a little fake attack over here just to keep a whole bunch of their troops stuck on that while I take advantage of this. And there goes India. Next up, I'm invading Iran, which should potentially call in the Ottomans and Russia again. I don't think I have to worry about Russia, though, looking at things over there. Oh, looks like the Germans did the peace with the Russians, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. I don't reckon they got too much of a fight left in them at all. Yeah, 5,971 soldiers. That shouldn't be anything for us to even sniff at. Meanwhile, we are pushing through Iran and now also Central Asia. I guess this is the really nice thing about having this Chinese puppet as well, is they just have 300 divisions of their own and they're filling in the gaps quite nicely. Oh, I can finally go ahead and take over the Kingdom of Siam too. I had the same thing with China where I needed 492 factories to do it, so I never could do it, but there you go. I finally now also get them as a puppet. Oh, I didn't think about this. Because the Germans have now pieced out the Russians, we might actually get a little peace going ourselves if they take out France and the Union, not the UK. I'll go see the Austrians are helping too. They've landed. Oh, damn, yeah, it looks like they are definitely going to be able to do it. The Kingdom of Lombardy is going wild, and I believe we only need to capitulate France now to get the... Yep, there you go, Commune of France. If they capitulate France, we should be peaced out with those guys. We'll still be at war with the Russians and the Ottomans, but, unforeseen circumstances, I guess. Nice. Now, I don't have to worry about any of Europe. I'm just going to make sure that they don't get into India. Okay, so we got the majority of India, other than... We're going to have to deal with this. And I guess I will add myself another puppet to my belt. Should I go for the Princes Federation or Hindustan? You know, I'll go with the Princes just so that we can, you know, keep them all disunited and whatnot. Well, there's literally like no Russian troops left at this point, so we're just waiting for the eventual collapse. And there she blows. Goodbye, Russia. Goodbye, Russia. Hello, Ottoman Empire we're still dealing with. She's got an achievement in Kaiserreich. Achievements to the Kaiserreich? We're like the whole Asian prosperity sphere thing, but I think we are taking... going a bit further than Asia now. Oh yeah, we are most certainly disgusting right now. And now taking the Ottomans is going to be very important for what's coming up next regardless. I don't think so, Germany. Germans went in. Wasn't exactly prepared with where my army was, but oh well. Time to deal with them. It was before I could release all this damn land I conquered, so now I'm actually going to have to man this stuff, although it looks like my little Chinese boy has gone down there himself. The Germans actually sent their fleet out over here too. I have built up my navy and also stolen a whole bunch of boats from the British and the French when they capitulated. Good use of my points. So our naval control is pretty good. I'm too scared to look at my casualties, but just know that they are going to be horrendous. Yeah, pushing late game Kaiserreich is not fun. Okay, I don't know how many troops are in this encirclement, but there's a lot of troops in circle currently. How ain't pretty, and millions have been thrown into oncoming machine gun fire, but we are almost there. Funnily enough as well, my allies have just been naval invading down here. I wasn't paying too much attention, but go boys, go! Somebody thought it was funny and dropped a nuke on me, lowering my wall support down by half, so... If we're playing that game... Oh my god. Okay, after that, what do you think my casualties are? Leave your comment down below. I'm about to check. I'll give you a second. You take your time, Lord Timothy. It's just the Italians left and we are done with this absolute mess. You know, just zooming out on the map right now. Actually just looking at how many of my puppet troops are just about everywhere. We've got too many. No one of my games running like crap. Well... Same say that took forever. I just thought about it as well. I'm going to have so many events to release all of these damn nations. I don't know what the map is going to look like. Oh yeah, now of course the damn faction exploded. Kaiserreich special right there. So we're just stuck at war with half these damn people now. Okay, after clicking 500 decisions, we have released Europe back into the world. A little bit annoying is I can't just give Transamore all of Russia, which I guess kind of makes sense. It's not like the, you know... Eastern Russia that it usually is. It's just a Japanese puppet of Siberia. So I'm assuming they don't get claims to go that far west. But anyway, I guess we'll also go ahead and release Russia. Oh, here you go. I can give them Central Asia, though. I guess that makes sense. And there you go. West Russia, East Russia. Neither really Russia anymore. Is actually fighting me for Africa here. A bit early for that one, China. Okay, and that is everyone released. Now, the best thing is when I click on the faction map mode, look at that gigantic faction beautiful. Now we are still fighting a whole bunch of people in like South America and Finland, but I'm done. I've been here all day. I didn't realize this was gonna take so damn long, but it did. And it's definitely gonna have to have a rethink on that co-prosperity sphere thing, because there's not much of a co in this. I'm just milking everybody for my prosperity. Although, as you were saying that East Asian co-prosperity sphere, a little spirit you get, that's pretty damn good. I was gonna go ahead and somehow get into America, because we do have one more focus, which is proclaim the victory over imperialism, but getting that done requires us to own Hawaii. And for what it gives us at this point in the game, it's not a lot, but I wish they would have just given me Hawaii when I demanded it, but they did not, and I don't really want to invade America when they got 521 divisions and I have to land. Yeah, I'm sure it won't be too bad at this point, but I've already been playing so damn long that I think it is time to say goodbye to Kaiserreich. Japan was pretty fun. I enjoyed all the puppet shenanigans and just having a absolute vassal swarm. Just look at all my puppets. It's insane. Yeah, the whole Diplo vassalization was pretty damn nice, I gotta say, along with something I didn't show, which is you can actually get all the naval dockyard, well, not all the naval dockyards, but if you do this promote naval investment in a nation, you get free dockyards, and then you can go ahead and seize them all for about a year. So I had a whole bunch of dockyards. You could see how far it went down, and I was building some pretty nice ships just to destroy all the AI. Yeah, that was pretty damn nice, especially because it frees up dockyards that you don't have to build, because we ran out of space to build pretty damn quickly. But yeah, Japan, very good, very fun. Probably not as fun if you don't like slow games, because hot damn, we're in 1950 and it took like double the time a normal vanilla game would take to get to 1950, because it is Kaiserreich, but I still had my enjoyment of just creating my giant faction. And you know what, Gravy Timmy, I hope you enjoyed this video, and on to the next Nostalgia November for you.